Blog Talk Radio.
Yeah. County. You already know. Shouts out to the Guillotine team. Hey, you over there, shut the fuck up. Listen, look, please don't talk to us. This is off the cuff, we off-white like a lemonade and swastikas. Hey homie, I let the thing talk like a parakeet. Paraheat, the way I bully beats gets embarrassing. Came up, we used to chip 5 and a L. I know the rules of the game is surviving a hell. You know that it's rare, I know that you care. Check the faces, one bar give you a shot, blood can chase it. It's me and E, with some vehement knees. Women that I'm sure gon' make us weak in the knees. It's return of the gap, not return of the whack. Negative energy, we are not returning it back. You thought I knifed up a candle, how I'm murdering Wack. Compare me to who? Nobody ever heard of they tracks. Need big digits, sick with it, you know who the man. Every rapper that you know, I done made him a fan. I let the tables rotate like the blaze on a fan. Know what we bout, action like charades with the fam. We not impressed, they heard no stress and tried to take it. Waiting on the time to talk back to basics. Acid, no laces, destiny, we can taste it. Foreign money, I need banks for translation. Competitors, out the regular, I'm ahead of ya. Everybody rapping is cool, I'm just better, bruh. It be the R like the 18th letter was. The foundation too strong, you can't level us. How long you been down? You gotta level up. It's my day like the dude from Bulgaria. A new day, keep boxes of O's, X's for hoes. I pointed out the routes on the roads. Rest in peace to the family. Nigga, count me. You know?
Time to make predictions, baby.
Gonzo. Sometimes you gotta kill a fly with a sledgehammer. Hey, Oh, my mama seen his soul when he shot him 10 toes from the bottom to the stove with the powder. Lord knows we exposed to the violence and it shows in the balance through the hole in the barrel. Gunning you down. Last night with the lights off, you dying at nightfall. It's my call. His mama say you snitch, that's the lights off. Ugly nigga never fucking with the money. It's sunny over the hood, I'm popping and they love it. Stop a nigga from talking with his noodles out in public. Line a nigga up, one shooter in the bucket. Oh, my mama seen his soul when he shot him 10 toes from the bottom to the stove with the powder. Lord knows we exposed to the violence and it shows in the balance through the hole in the barrel. Have you ever had a dinner date to die? Ran up on the devil and you seen it in his eyes. Kill a nigga for the shit that he screamed in the blog. Bitch in my eyes, kill a nigga while he's still alive. Killer. Praying these 2Ks could cover it. Knowing Wack working for the government. Black bouquet, dead roses, mini max souffle. To any nigga standing around you when them young dudes spray. Black, and that's a shot to any shooter that you got. Or you manage every man 100 rounds to a cannon. Walk up on a nigga, blam him. 50 go at random. Shoot niggas with the wrong hat, screaming Los Angeles. Oh, my mama seen his soul when he shot him 10 toes from the bottom to the stove with the powder. Lord knows we exposed to the violence and it shows in the balance through the hole in the barrel.
Motherfucking life I lead. Shit. Hella motherfucking roadblocks and crooked cops. We still ride though. West side. West side. I want money in large amounts. My garage full of cars that bounce. Moving my tapes in major way cause every dollar counts. Busters is jealous and half these niggas is punks. They running off at the mouth till I fill it up with my pump. They jump my automatic, keep them wary while you frontin' like you really badass, nigga, you scary. I've been knowing you for years, we was high school peers in junior high. I was itching to kill when you was ready to die. While you bullshitting niggas was dying and catching cases, busting my automatics at motherfuckers in foreign places. And even no break, they see my face and they bury. Them bitches dying to hurry till I ride. I'm never worried. Mr. Machiavelli tell me to ride, and I'ma ride. Pick my enemies out the crowd, and motherfuckers die. It's not the way I wanna live, my nigga, it's how it is. Homie got into a fight last night, they killed his kids. In this life I lead, people currency, get high off weed, collect G's, make my enemies bleed. When you see me, nigga, holler my set and watch them ride. Outlaw motherfuckers till we die. In this life I lead, people currency, get high off weed, collect G's, make my enemies bleed. When you see me, nigga, holler my set and watch them ride. Outlaw motherfuckers till we die. In this life I lead.
Rolling the Philly up full of dank. Pour the remaining of my Remy Martin down the sink. Banks to get dressed. Grab my strap in case I'm test. Chronic and stressed. Awake the bitch to clean the mess. Wishing I was sober, fucked up with a hangover. The homie just released. So the whole hood came over for the road bag. They piecing up on dime bags. Macking in the living room, shaking that ass. Talking fast to hoes. We pros at what we do. It's on and popping once we get this bitch full of brew. I knew some shit might crack, so we strapped in on thick. Swerving niggas I see who ain't invited to the shit. Give a fuck, the life I live, that's how it is. Fuck around and be crying, missing your kids. My destiny in this motherfucking game is either to get rich or die.
In this life I lead, FIFA currency, get high off weed, collect G's, make my enemies bleed. When you see me, nigga, holler my set and watch them ride. Outlaw motherfuckers till we die. In this life I lead, FIFA currency, get high off weed, collect G's, make my enemies bleed. When you see me, nigga, holler my set and watch them ride. Outlaw motherfuckers till we die. In this life I
when
lead.
they see that nigga that they say I'm dangerous. In this strange world, be there who just don't give a fuck. I mean, I stroke with the intentions, cutting it up like I supposed to. My job is to protect and rob and serve you. Who hold a genius, we the left that froze us breathing. Heathens gotta get served to none is left breathing. What I'm retrieving is smoking weed and fucking hoes. Ain't going nowhere, no man is going to strive on the stroll. I gotta make it happen every day and all day. I gotta make my hustle and come back with big pay. Fill up the spotlight, creating records when I touch down. Who got my back when they put the attack down? So I lay out cold, terrified, barely alive. Come again when niggas start to ride. We see y'all all as a pounders, blast and clowning on 3. Nigga, you my motherfucking enemy.
In this life I lead, I freak for currency, get high off weed, collect G's, make my enemies bleed. When you see me, nigga, holler my set and watch them ride. Outlaw motherfuckers till we die. In this life I lead, freak for currency, get high off weed, collect G's, make my enemies bleed. When you see me, nigga, holler my set and watch them ride. Outlaw motherfuckers till we die. In this life I lead.
Don't wear songs for selling dope, coke, and crack, and Gotti entered the party from the back. Instant pay, I got to do it my way. Deserve to swerve on the highway, cause the spot's on from Monday to Friday. Nigga, try me. I like the indica and Tawi, defy me. And Gotti, when I be high as the sky, be verbal homicide, be ready to rupture. Making moves to touch ya, disassemble the whole structure. I make money, cause that's all I know how to make. That's all I learned when I was young. No hesitation, no mistakes. I see a pot filled with nothing but rocks and not midnight complexion, Glocks and shake spots. They see my people, so they already assume I live illegal. But they assume too soon. I got a tree for every bitch on the street. I roll with beat, I got a problem. I got a fixation for heat.
The life I live is treacherous. No one stands next to this, but still motherfuckers be trying to fetch this. Nutty nigga that brings heat to your set. Unloading 223s until your ass breathes death. Nigga, Eastside Oakland, no joking, we kicks up dust. No remorse, so you and your boys can suck these nuts. Extended clips left his nose slanted. I'm right-handed, but when it comes to the pistol popping, I'm both-handed.
Life I lead, people currency, get high off weed, collect G's, make my enemies bleed. When you see me, nigga, holler my set and watch them ride. Outlaw motherfuckers till we die. In this life I lead, people currency, get high off weed, collect G's, make my enemies bleed. When you see me, nigga, holler my set.
Nigga, pop, would you kill for me? I do it. I do it. I do it. For the rep and the name, I do it. For the hood that I claim, I do it. Yeah, I do it. For the hood that I claim, I do it. For the rep and the name, I do it.
It's a million gang stories to tell that I can see within, living in the land of the hell. You getting crossed out with gays, loaded the curve. It's like every other house, food, bang, and smoke curves. South Central got me twisted. Survival is risky as I sneak a half a pint of gin in this whole mystic pack heat at all times. Use it in a drop of a dime for low G shit. Every time I kick a rhyme, I like to find rivals and actual set they claim. So don't yourself, nigga, cause I can tell from where you hang and you a target. But why you on the bank with your face? You kick it with busters and each and every one of them was fake. So I'ma blast you. When the time is right, I'ma smash you at gunpoint. Jack motherfucker for what you mashing the song. Rob, split the money up equal, change and marriage to blend with the rest of the people cause I'm a Mac. And I love fucking tight assholes because I know once we kick it, my dick is gonna get blown. I know the place and I can take you with me. That's my word, most rival niggas never get me. We can swerve. Now
as I sail through the army and my dog smoke hunts on the streets for 6 weeks, now I'm smoking a blunt. I made the change from a rider to a confident man. Besides my loyalty, can trust no man. Within the hour of the time, my only thought is the crime. I blasted any motherfucker, whoever dropping the dime. Now I'm a 96 old man, out the pen on time and now my clock ends. I give a fuck what I spend, it don't matter the status and my position and my mission is my pockets to grow fat. My West Coast behavior got me kinda ill in the night. Hennessy got me tripping, it got me bombing on sight. Get the fuck out my area, nigga, the war zone. Tech lines we spitting before night and break dawn. Get up, I beat the calm, I'd rather get it on now. Who bangers from dog pound, got the gas for big sounds. Dumping whatever I grab for. As a cover with the venom I attack, man, you know what I'm known for. Dash, fast and still, with dick against the kill, you know the real. Dollars and polish. Show the neighborhood constantly, the soul controller. You know my fucking gangster terminology, straight jack. Give it up, it's hopping and it's on the pop and putting your ass straight with them forgotten. Yeah, would you kill for me? I do it. Would you die for me? I do it. Would you kill for me? I do it. For the rep of the name, I do it. For the fucking hood that I claim, I do it. Would you pass? I do it. I do it. I do it. For the rep of the name, I do it. For the set that I claim.
Always screaming. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. Break bread in the land of the scandalous. It's only us, so I must keep it loaded and cocked. For these niggas that I keep seeing circle the block, I can't stop throwing up this, acting a fool. Niggas mad cause I bombed on they homie in school for disrespecting. Checked him and knew he had a weapon. Tripping off the dairy, about to drop him any second. Call Kato, hit these niggas with the chrome and song. I'm Gonzo, fucking Richie Coleon. It ain't no stopping when we rollin' 5 deep. Costing in the pound, nigga bound to creep. On you bitch ass niggas who don't know the deal. Motherfuck New York, a straight pull of steel and get the blasting. Blast every one of these motherfuckers you see right now. Ever since 17, growing up in the LA scene. In the wood, the Mac 11s, 9s, and M16. Be my target. I need loot, nothing but loot. Hit the water thinking, motherfuck the world I shoot. This mission I'm on, got me in the streets. With survival of the fittest, with niggas who pack heat. So lay low, and do low hits. Like pits is going down like 15 tons of bricks. Fully equipped with the semi-autos. With the all blue holster, used to staying alive like Travolta. Alive in your vicinity, my vision is to be on top of the world like Jordan and avoid getting sniped like Kennedy. So I came up with my own fucking remedy. Now I don't know how to act, the homies all strapped, packed on the block with Glocks and 10 shots. Old-fashioned pump action gauges, waiting for shit to pop so they can check they nuts and see which nigga I can make drop. Proceed with caution. This here zone is hell. Buy niggas with the ticket to the train to hell. I'm dying for shit to start jumping. Gonzo, get the pump, but niggas was already dumping. On instinct, you can't service. Dads and sell on the corners with the all black burners. Smashing with evil side. Stop the bus, tight to the outlaws. Niggas get touched.
Now I'm jumping off the swing, hitting Tango race straight. The 9 block on I, so I'm swerving on the 8 with the corduroy street. I'm not just a clown with Tupac, thugs like Quick in the dog fan. Doing 65, headed down, 51st. Caught at a light and couldn't get no work. Niggas stacked 10 deep, the enemies online. Gotta come through spitting with my loaded chrome 9. And finna get the LX, pain is still great. Cause I know at least one holding toe where I stay. It's all drama, act stupid if you must. Just remember, I'm in the cut, eat it in the butt, in the butt, in the butt. What you kill for? What you kill for?
Are you ready?
South Central all scandalous. So what you want to do?
Are you ready?
So what you want to do?
Are you ready?
So what you want to do?
Are you ready?
I'm all on the front line down to put in work. I took once or twice, but ain't never did no work. But I'm back in. So once I spot a rival, it's a must I do a miss. I spin around the corner, finna get busy. I asked the big homie, who is he? The fool with the wrong color on. Standing by the broom, said your mission is complete. Once you get his head blown off his motherfucking neck. Fuck the chin checkers out in wreck, but ain't even thought about the pen yet. You can smell the smoke in my clothes. The road got me buzzed. Asking where we was, it's a buzz time. Pouring off the dust for them dead motherfuckers. Now they trying to stick 25 to a nigga. One more felony added to the two. Instead of killing fool, I wish I would've busted you. I'm only 13, but already serving heat on these streets. Deleting motherfuckers from the front.
With the rhythm it takes to dance to what we have to live through.
What you wanna do? What should I do? Should I bang with the red or should I bang with the blue?
With the rhythm it takes to dance to what we have to live through.
So what you wanna do? What should I do? Should I hang with the fake or should I hang with the true?
I jumped 16 times. Niggas don't want none. Infrared gauge. Aim for your lungs. These little devils don't go to heaven. Don't come to heaven. Cause I'ma cock back and leave seven. Laid in your chest. Well, what's the best, Mr. LAPD? Y'all can't check me. Fuck the rest, I'ma roll with the clip. And try to get dose with no one-time script. It's 24, ain't a joke. Niggas catching nails. Just closed Lakeside. Now I'm in sales. Heat up like a sack. Nigga, fuck that. I'd rather ride 100 folks, bent off jack. You call it what you want, cause I don't keep my Glock on safety. Finna smoke your ass if you make it.
With the rhythm it takes to dance to what we have to live through.
So what you wanna do?
What should I do? Should I bang with the wizard? I bang with the blizzard?
With the rhythm it takes to dance to what we have to live through.
So what you wanna do?
What should I do? Should I hang with the banker? Should I hang with the
I'm thinking fuck school. Mom's banging at the door, letting me know my black ass best is the flow. Here we go again. Teachers wondering where I've been with no apps and slip when I bailed in. Smelling like the stickiest shit on the streets. Got stress joints for $1.50 each service. So pop popping out the bungalows. Me and Selmac glow, gripping the order hoes, leaving froze from the game I spit. Holla use the version, but I'm knowing bitch you love this. So what's up, Rick? Can Gonzo rock that clock? You on my jock, my videos on the rise.
With the rhythm it takes to dance to what we have to live through.
So what you wanna do?
What should I do? Should I bang with the red or should I bang with the blue?
With the rhythm it takes to dance to what we have to live through.
So what you wanna do?
Nigga, what should I do? Should I hang with the fake or should I hang with the true?
With the rhythm it takes to dance to what we have to live through.
So what you wanna do?
With the rhythm it takes to dance to what we have to live through.
So what you wanna do?
With the rhythm it takes to dance to what we have to live through.
So what you wanna do?
With the rhythm it takes to dance to what we have to live through.
So what you wanna do? Grab your 22 and show these fools that you true.
What it do, y'all? It's your boy King Eric the Great, and you're now tuned in at another episode of Off the Cuff Radio. Got my man T-Max in the building.
What it do? 757. This kid in the biz. You know what it is.
Got a part in the throat a little bit. It's a little bit raspy, but hey, we here.
All right, so you got that you ain't got that Barry White action going on tonight, man. The raspy throat mess with the Barry White action, man.
And I think it got something to do with this snow, brother.
Definite.
But man, we want to welcome y'all to the show here. We have a special guest joining us tonight. We got my man from Caution, my man, the legendary, formerly of the legendary Regime Group. We got my man Gonzo in the building. We bring him on right now.
Yo, what up?
Go on,
what up?
brother. Welcome back, man.
I'm here.
Big G
Hello?
from that. Yeah, we hear you, man. The Big G from Cali. What it be, man? Great to have you back on.
Appreciate it, man. I appreciate it.
Definitely, man. So, I mean, definitely. So, I mean, you was on the show almost a couple months ago, man. I mean, it definitely gave us some game about what was going on, you know, from your career, you know, and a little bit about, you know, during the time you came in, you know, about what was going on in the West Coast during that time in the 90s and, you know, what you had been up to prior to, man. So what's been new with you, man? I mean, what's been happening? How things and what's been going on, you know, for this, you know, new year of 2018?
Well, I mean, you know, I'm just you know, working, man. I got a new album coming out February 27th, Killmatic. You know what I mean? A lot of dope features on there. But, you know, I'm just working, man. I got a lot of things in store. I got my podcast about to start in February as well. Gonzo on Future.
Definitely.
Definitely, man. And you had something like a compilation you announced on IG the other day. Can you tell us what that's all about? Because we want to see if any MCs that got that flavor and got that style want to partake.
Gotcha. Well, I mean, I haven't even revealed the name of it yet, but, you know, since you asked, and to bring a little to the show, I'll go ahead and reveal the name of it. But the compilation is you know, it's going to be a compilation of 50 songs.
Oh,
you know what I mean? So it's going to be 50 songs each time it drops, you feel me? And the title is 50 Niggas, basically, you know what I mean?
Just like Tupac's tattoo.
Exactly.
Definitely.
And it's good to see that you one of those type of brothers that's still out there representing for pop, man, because there's a lot of disrespect that's been going on as of late. And I seen you check one of them dudes today.
Yeah, man. You know, it's a whole. This shit's crazy. I feel like once people seen that Noble and Edie didn't step up to the plate and defend Pac's honor with the Wack 100 shit, and then also it's a lot of other people who hung around Pac and knew Pac who are doing well right now, and they also kind of took the high road on the shit, you know what I mean? And shit's just crazy, man. It's real crazy. But I feel like, you know, it is people that are, you know what I mean, and it's cats that, you know, sleep with themselves at night and sleep feeling like, you know, they doing all that they can do, then more power to them. That's just, I just don't agree.
Definitely. You know, so what, I mean, obviously, you know, with Tupac being such an iconic figure in hip-hop history and such a prolific artist, with the type of celebrity and influence that he came with over the years, Gonzo, why do you think that Pac has been so polarizing in terms of, on one hand, he's one of the most revered, but also he's been one of the most disrespected in terms of people trying to say, well, he was overrated or whatever. I mean, do you attribute that to the fact of just the inevitable nature of when you reach a certain status of immortality in the music such as he did, there is going to be that type of criticism, or what? I mean, what do you think from this?
My take on that is, you know, I think once you reach a certain status, then you reach immortality, but then also, in a sense, you know, people see it as an opportunity to get a spotlight on their name for a second. And I feel like if that's what I was saying. I feel like once Edie and Noble didn't step up, it kind of created a door for a whole lot of bullshit. Hold on 1 second, man. Hold on 1 second.
Take your time.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, King, but... Oh, go ahead, King. Go ahead.
Yeah, it won't take its time because it seems like on the phone lines is kind of breaking up. I don't know if it's the weather.
Yeah. But that's some real stuff he was saying, man. I mean, because definitely, and it's such a tragedy when you look at what's happened with the Outlaws over the years, because Pac was the fulcrum that basically held the clique together. I was reading one of my old Source magazines today from 2003, and they were just talking about the whole situation with Pac. You know what I mean? But when you look at it, man, I mean, to see how many of them are gone now, you know what I mean? I went on Wiki a while back, and I want to say that there was actually maybe 9 or 10 outlaws in the group altogether that were recognized, and half of them are gone now.
Right. I don't know if it's like a curse or something.
Okay,
like that,
I'm back. My bad.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, we hear you, yeah. Yeah, well, I was just telling King, man, it's just crazy because, with the legacy that Pac left, especially with the Outlaws, but it's been a tragedy with so many of the Outlaws being gone now, with Fatal, you know what I'm saying, as well as others, you know what I'm saying? I mean, and it's like, it's, I don't know, man. Here's what you
Go ahead.
Edie
and Noble, they was never fucking built like that. You feel me? Them motherfuckers was, so everybody that would fucking ride is really out of the picture. Like, Moose in Saudi Arabia, he took a spiritual quest with Allah, which I respect. That Castro he doesn't really rap no more, be around no more, vigilant, you know what I mean? Because, he just, the music industry took a toll on everybody. And then, you got Fatal and Gaddafi who died, who definitely would have been on the forefront with this shit. Definitely. You know what I mean?
Yeah, of course, a Big Sight, too.
Oh, Big Sight, definitely. And Storm as well. She's also boisterous online. Shout out to Storm. But, we can't expect a female, you know what I mean, to basically throw hands with a man. You know what I mean? And this is what I was saying about the Wack 100 shit. It's like, nigga, we all in L.A. We got to put hands on this nigga and let him know when we see you, we fucking you up, period. It wouldn't even come out and say that. So,
right.
With that being said, I felt like once people seen that, then it was a free-for-all. You know what I mean? It was just like, okay, let's use Pac name to get a spotlight. That's the same as people, I feel like I know for a fact that, in normal circumstances, Young Jock probably wouldn't have worn a dress. But for the internet fame and for the marketing money, for the advertising money, he put that fucking dress on. So I feel like Pac's not here no more. Everybody who's dissing him loves Tupac music. But I feel like they'll say fuck Pac if they feel like a check is behind it, just like Wack 100 did.
That's a deep ass statement, man. And we look at what happened because a lot of times we look at rap beefs, we look at things that are said, and we also, sometimes it's humorous and sometimes it's a horror. It's a real life American horror story. We reflect back on the situation with, with Wack, and of course Tretch took offense, and then of course, the Booyah tribe, was involved as well. And you're familiar with those, California politics. Keep it 100 on Off the Cuff Radio. I mean, you're looking at a situation where potentially you're looking at a serious war on the street that could have busted out from that.
Well, let's be perfectly clear. Wack 100 is the opposite of what everybody think he is. That nigga's not a fucking gangster. He's just a loudmouth who, you know, hung around the right people at the right time. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But it ain't like he hang around or be hanging around cats from Pacoima where he's saying blood, 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 blood. He don't hang around none of that. Hang around all Crips. Feel me? And rappers. And you know what I mean? This is all a facade. It's not like, you know, he's really in the city pushing the line. He just knocked out Stitches online. And Stitches is some drug head dude, you know what I mean, a rock star, or whatever the fuck he is. All I'm saying is, Wack 100 is not, you know, and even Suge Knight, overrated. You feel me? Like, motherfuckers don't be playing with the wrong people in L.A. You feel me? They pick and choose who they want to show the world that they're tough with. So, you know what I mean?
Right.
It's like, with the pop shit, you know, Wack knew that Noble and them wouldn't say nothing. But he forgot that there was one wild card out here, you feel me, that will get with his program and push every button and make him expose his fucking hand.
Right. You know, and it's oh, go ahead, Gonzo. If there's anything else you want to say, go ahead. Well,
please. I mean, I'm just basically saying, man, it's just, you feel me, it's like it was a free-for-all once certain people, or the obvious people, didn't step up in this defense. That's all I was saying. Go ahead.
Yeah,
but that
and it's very interesting.
I didn't mean to cut you up.
Oh, go ahead, King. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was trying to fix these wires here, but is that what motivated you to come out with the track Bishop is Back?
Yeah, because now I see that if I don't do it, ain't nobody else gonna do it. So now I gotta go all the way with the shit. Now it's just like, fuck it. I know I'm about to just protect his honor with my whole being now, because I know everybody else is motivated by a check, and I'm just motivated and honored that I'm the only one doing it. I'm honored that them niggas didn't step up, because, you know, they probably would have gotten my way when it came time to really put in some work.
Well, definitely. We definitely respect that. Now, it's very interesting, Gonzo, what you said about Wack, about the, you know, and you would know more about that than King and myself would, you know, being, you know, from the West, you know, because Wack has always claimed Pyru, and, you know, Wack is, you know, not giving up his age, you know, not giving up mine. But Wack is not that much older than myself, which would put him, and I don't necessarily want to, you know, get overly lengthy with my commentary, but it's basically, from the way Wack would say it in terms of when he got in, he would be second-generation Pyru from when the Pyru started in 71.
Right.
You know, obviously, Wack was not, you know, born in 71, but he would, when he got on, he would have been one of the second generation. From the first, he would have been the second generation, and as well as Suge's reputation during the 90s. You know, of course, with the ascent of Death Row and him coming into the game, both of these men, for their times coming in the business, definitely carved out a very fearsome reputation in terms of a aggression and a gangster. And where do you see the game just in general, where you see a lot of artists who try to embellish a reputation that is, like you said, nothing more than a facade and exaggeration, you know, and to be more blunt, and outright fraudulent counterfeitness, you know, of, you know, the antithesis of what they try to portray. How much during your time in the business did you see a lot of the artists whom, and of course we're not asking for names. If you want to, that's fine, but just a lot of artists who try to say they were, you know, a certain way and they were not that way. What was your experience with that?
Well, I mean, it happened a lot.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of, I mean, you know, it's a lot of old school cats, you feel me, that wouldn't fucking last 2 days in the county jail of L.A.
Right.
Feel me? Like
right.
Gangster rappers. It happens a lot, bro. Like it happens way off than you think. You know what I mean? If I started naming names, it ain't a couple. I mean, I could keep going. Let's just put it like that. To the point to where this is where you get all the animosity with Tupac, because niggas wasn't out there shooting at cops and shit. You feel me? Like cats was talking about it, but for a stranger, he was like really doing it. Feel me? So now it's like, okay, he's a troublemaker. He's crazy. Keep him out of the real Hollywood parties. The motherfuckers, man, I'm telling you, bro, niggas be. It's a very small crowd in hip hop who are comfortable with themselves. Like, everybody in hip hop, I don't want to say everybody, but most of the guys in hip hop ain't who they say they is. You know what I mean? They on some gusto shit. Like, before rap, they wasn't doing the shit that they said that they was doing. You know what I mean? But it sounds attractive. It's marketable. That's what sells. So that's what people do. Like, when I got in the rap game, everybody wasn't trying to be a rapper. Everybody in South Central wasn't trying to be a rapper. But soon as, but I was, South Central, it's a big place, but it's small. Everybody know everybody. So, I was like running around the city way before rap. So I knew everybody before rap. So once that shit was successful, it was like the new dope game. Like, what? That's how we get money, just like the cryptocurrency shit. Now everybody's on cryptocurrency because, it's a get-rich-quick scheme. Motherfuckers is like, I'm not going to be a professor. I'm not going to be a police. I'm not going to be a nurse, a doctor, a firefighter. It's either I'm going to go work for the city or I'm going to be a rapper. Fuck, I'm going to be a dope dealer or I'm going to be a rapper. I'm going to work construction or I'm going to be a rapper. Like, niggas don't really try to do too much, you feel me? Even if they're not good, they're in their mind, I'm just going to, I don't know, get by and manage my cousin who raps and we're going to work on his mixtape next summer. I don't know, like, it's dismal out there, bro. It's like shit is like depressing. When you start hearing people talk about their goals and their ambitions, and then you ask, okay, and really ask, like, what are you doing to reach those goals and put yourself in that position? And it becomes like winning the lottery. Like, cats think that this shit is going to fall out the sky, and their only recourse of action is getting signed. I want to get signed. Like, what the fuck? Like, those days are over with, bro. Niggas ain't getting signed no more. You got to create your own wave. And then once they see that they can make money off of you, then they'll come try and give you a 360 off the shit that you thought of in your head. Go take it, repackage the shit, put it in stores, and give you a percentage, a small percentage, of what you, it's all a big game of fuckery, bro. Don't get me started.
Well, definitely. King and myself definitely, feel the passion in your voice. And you started this journey in 1995, of course, with Caution, with the Bounce Rock Skate album. And this is, not speaking on anybody's authenticity or artificialness. There were so many artists on the West Coast during that time coming out. Shout out to the old school rap city, man, for bringing a lot of these guys on that we would have never heard. Roughly from 1995, these are just a few of the artists, and a lot of these names you'll definitely recognize. Guys like, L.A. Nash, My 64. You had the Twins, of course, with the Conversation album. You had, Dove Shack. You had Sinister, the song I'ma Miss You, G. Rest in peace to Mr. Sinister. The West Coast was such a flourishing, you had a Watts Gangsters, Stuck in the Game. That was later on, in the years. I believe that was 97, 98. But I mean, for this, the West Coast during that '90s era, that mid '90s and late '90s era was so flourishing. I mean, to see the talent, in addition to yourself, coming out. What was it like in terms of watching a lot of these artists that you saw, that you were around LA growing up watching, and ultimately watching them come into the game as well? What was that like to see them?
What was it like? I mean, well, back then we all kind of hung with each other. You feel me? Like everybody was like, we all hung with each other. So it was just kind of like, I don't know, everybody hung out at Snoop's house a lot. And then, then Pac got out of jail.
Right.
And then, like it was a real family oriented place, man, in terms of, LA and rap, because you could fall into any studio, or we niggas hung out every day. You know what I mean? But this is when nobody was trying to take food off the next man's plate by being the man, quote unquote. You know what I mean? Like, it was, niggas was comfortable with acknowledging that there was enough food for everybody, and cats was helping each other. Nobody was hating on each other. It was crazy. So now you have, it's just hella clicky. Motherfuckers is all trying to hate on you. You know what I mean? It's, shout out to all the cats that was in that era, you know what I'm saying? But it's fucked up. Nobody that you said is still around no more. The Dub Shack is still doing shows, and maybe the Twins are still doing shows. But one thing about the Long Beach niggas, I will say this about them. One thing about the Long Beach niggas, they kind of look out for each other. Like, they're not like the LA niggas. The LA niggas, we'll stab each other in the back, and you know what I mean? And I ain't speaking of myself or my character. I'm just a part of the city, so I got to, throw my name in the bullshit, too, because that's where I'm from. But, L.A. is not a place where niggas is loyal to each other, put it like that. Now, in terms of the Crip and Blood shit with the music shit, yeah, we hang out, and it's cool now. But as far as everybody just being cool with everybody outside of the gangbang, just on some rap shit, and a nigga just don't like you just because your shit hot and his shit ain't. It's a lot of that going down now. You feel me?
Yeah, and
a whole lot of it.
Build on that conversation, and this is why I want to shoot to you, because as people can see right now, especially with our audience, they see that you and Yukmouth been going at it for the past month and a half. Now, I was already assuming that everything was cool, and did you guys, how did this even start? Because I was thinking that y'all guys was already patched things up because you started in the regime. How did that relationship come to forefront, and you could just bring us back to where we at now?
Well, I mean, everything was cool. As you can see, he's on my last album with a song with me, him, and Tech-9. Tech-9 on the end doing the outro, but as you can see, and everybody can see, that it's been a problem with the Outlaw cats for me speaking up on them and not fucking speaking up for Pac. Now, Yukmouth and I basically, Yukmouth didn't know the Outlaw niggas. I brought all that shit around him and my cousin Feuds, right? I brought all of that shit around them niggas. He didn't know them niggas before I brought them niggas around. So, I'm telling him, while I have a problem with them, and we all friends, your position is to just stay out of it. Don't say nothing. Don't give your opinion. Be quiet. Stay out of it, just like everybody else is doing. But no, him being an attention whore, seeing that I have this wave right now, he's all in the middle of it. What do you guys think about the Gonzo and Bosco shit? What do you think about this? Just all in it, just to the point where I'm telling them over and over, like, bro, stay out of it. I'm texting them, stay out of it. stay out of it. Stay out of it. To where, you know, he's not getting it. He's not staying out of it. He's just playing both sides of the fence. And just, you know, if you know him, then you know he has a quirky personality to where he's a weird type motherfucker to where he just can't keep his mouth closed. He can't shut up. He's going to, if you let him talk, he's going to say something that offends somebody. Like, that's just him. So, I tell the nigga, shut the fuck up, basically, and just stay out of it, bro. His response to that was posting a picture of him and Noble at the video shoot where me and Muta got into it over and had a fight over a lie that he told. So it was like, why would you pick that 3 seconds in the video of you and Noble when Noble, you know, wasn't even really in that video. He had just started coming around. But just to fuck with me, just because, you know, he had texted me one day and was like, go on live with me. And I was asleep. I didn't see the nigga text till the next day. So I was like, bro, I didn't see it. I texted him the next day like I didn't see it. I guess he kind of felt some type of way. And, you know, we had just, like, had a meeting on the phone with me, him, and Kenny Kingpin. And he just, like, totally went against the grain on some, just totally went against the grain, dude, so I just couldn't take it no more. So I texted him, and I screenshotted what I texted him, and I put it on Instagram. And, you know, don't quote me, but it was something to the lines of, dude, I basically, you know, I see that you're going against the grain. I just want you to know that I see you, and I'm going to let you be who you are, period. I didn't cuss at him. I didn't say, nigga, I'm going to fuck you up when I see you, none of that. But with me saying that to him, he basically said everything that he'd been harboring for 20-some years. You know what I mean? And a nigga that, you know what I mean, it's just funny because, you know, I really, you know, I wanted this to happen. Like, I kind of willed this to happen in so many ways because he just can't help himself. He was going to embarrass himself. So he, you know, just like he did, fuck you dusty San Diego nigga. Now the San Diego niggas want to take his head off. Like, I didn't even have to say nothing, and he apologizing. Feel me? Like, chess out here, man, not checkers. You feel me? You got to give a nigga enough rope to hang himself, especially a nigga like Yukmouth who's been robbed over 10 times, no exaggeration. None of the assailants have ever been hurt, damaged. Not a black eye. Nigga ain't busted a tire. Nigga ain't slid a tire. He ain't spit at a nigga. Nothing. But still out here talking to a nigga certified, no smut jacket. I mean, and grew up in you know, I mean, we don't even got to go there. The point is, you know, he lost that because he apologizing out here, you know what I mean? And niggas is going to let him know, like, bro, you know, he ain't going to have to say nothing. We'll catch you somewhere and mangle you. And this nigga probably won't even know till a month later, but, you know, I'm rooted out here to where, you know, motherfuckers is drunk out in the city or whatever, see this nigga somewhere and really hurt this nigga. You feel me? And I probably won't even know him.
Well, and another thing, another statement that you said in regards to Yukmouth and this whole fiasco is on your IG post where you said that he didn't own the Dragon logo.
Nah, I mean, because once I got on Arizona Ice-T, you know, them boys is $700 million over there, so anything I wanted, nigga, I had. So once he started playing again, beefing with a nigga because I put some money in my pocket, you know, that nigga ain't got no. Another thing, that nigga don't got no money, bro. Like, he be getting show money from, like, you know, here and there, but how many car shows are you going to perform at? I got 5 on it. Like, that shit is dwindling out. You feel me? So, right. Niggas a hater, man. He's mad them boys up there getting money. Niggas ain't screaming Yukmouth. Like, nobody listens to Yukmouth in the Bay Area, bro. Like, that. Niggas do not be on that shit. Like, he is a thing of the past, and he's turning into a bitter old man. And now, you know, hating on me or hating on Tech 9, secretly, that's his whole MO. You feel me? Tech 9 is up, so he want to hate on him to give himself an excuse to why he ain't doing so fucking good. You feel me? And why the regime ain't on strange music. Feel me? Just any fucking excuse just to hate on a nigga. You feel me? Instead of applauding this nigga, bigging him up. You feel me? This nigga got the blueprint. This your brother. You feel me? You supposed to. But shout out my nigga Tech 9, man. You feel me?
Definitely. And we got much love for strange music and Tech 9, you know.
And make sure y'all pick up my new album, Killmatic, and check out my nigga Tech 9 on that.
Yes,
joint.
we will.
We got a new joint that's gonna come out on the new album.
Yes. This is Off the Cuff Radio. We're live and direct with the one and only Gonzo. Now, definitely, Gonzo, what you were saying, and I was listening to your soliloquy, you know, about everything. And one thing I always remember when I saw this was that, and I never forgot this, a person that plays both sides is the enemy, and you spoke on that with Yukmouth. Now, you know, one thing about it in the game, and King can attest to this as well, is hip-hop is a myriad of moves. It is a maze of methods. It is an unpredictable puzzle of psychological implications when you're dealing with certain individuals and their mentality. And one thing is, once you've established your reputation at a certain level, it usually stays with you, for better or for worse. Do you see a lot of times that a lot of artists in the game in general do not adhere to that tenets of coherent thought in terms of how they carry their business, and think that in any situation they can just carry things the way that they want to, and there will be no recourse, there will be no consequences, there will be no answers that they're going to have to answer to? What is your opinion of that?
Well, I mean, it's a free country. You're free to do whatever you want to do.
Mm-hmm.
But just know what come along with it. You feel me? Like, let me just speak on myself, just so we can be clear on that.
Yes, sir.
If I speak on some shit, I'm bringing plenty ass with it. Period. Feel me? Like, it's not just gonna be no talking. Feel me? I ain't won every fight, but nigga just gonna have to keep fighting me every time he see me. Talking about every time. I don't care if you at Red Lobster and going to an all-white party with your girl, nigga, you gotta roll around in the dirt right then and there. Don't give a fuck. If you gonna get tired of shit, you feel me? Like, that's all I'm saying. Like, you know, I've never been robbed, but the toughest nigga could get robbed. It's what you do afterwards. Feel me? Like, you ain't gonna win every fight, but you have to show up every time ready to rumble like a man. So when you break those rules and let another man, put his hands on you, rob you, take your property, and still wake up in the same city as you and walk and get a pack of cigarettes, walk his dog, drop his kids off their school, nigga don't break routine after robbing you. And this happens over and over and over and over and over again, then I'm not going to believe you. You feel me? But if you know, a nigga who says, I'm going to kill you, and then ends up in prison for attempted murder like BG Knockout, next time that nigga say he going to kill somebody, you should probably believe him. Feel me?
Definitely.
You see the difference in that shit? Do you see the difference in that? The difference in that is, nigga, something happened before, you know, BG didn't just go shoot whatever he did or whatever he didn't do. He just didn't go do that shit. Something happened. And he said, you know what? Okay. And it was what happened. You know what I mean? It was a reaction. You feel me? The reaction has to be on point and as a man, you feel me? But niggas out here like on they Soldier Boy shit talking about they jumped off a parachute with the Draco, and eventually you're gonna run into what you want. Let's use Wack 100 as an example.
Okay.
If you don't think that a nigga that was really about the business, he wouldn't have to hang around the Crips for protection. He wouldn't be banned from going to his own neighborhood. You know what I mean? You wouldn't be. He's banned from going over there. Like he can't fuck with them niggas over there from 2Ps. Google it. Them niggas is on that nigga head.
This is why Off the Cuff Radio is off the cuff, because, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you're going to get the intimate intel of what is not known. You know, Gonzo is giving it to you live and direct.
Man, them niggas don't fuck with that nigga over there. You feel me? Like, I got niggas that I'm doing music with over there and cool with and been knowing niggas over. I mean, it's just, I don't even gotta, it's just, I know way more about the situation, and when I talk crazy to a nigga, I know that I can eat his food at any moment, and you gotta make some phone calls to come fuck with me. You just can't get up and do something to me. Like, nigga, you gotta, you know what I mean, you gonna make some calls, and once you do that, I got you. As soon as you gonna tell, first motherfucker you tell, nigga, they gonna report it. Because this is how this shit go. It's not because I'm the toughest motherfucker or the scariest motherfucker. I'm just the most strategic. I think while niggas is spending money in the club, I'll buy information. I want to know where your auntie live at. I want to know where your cousin and live at. The people that you don't care to move, who you forgot about, we gonna hit them. Feel me? The people that's not reaching the money. You want to play with me? You got to move everybody, and that's going to cost a little bit too much. So pick Chris Brown or somebody, because, nigga, we really playing over here. Like MacGyver, nigga, lay up under your car, nigga, for 3 days. Wait till you take your trash out, nigga, and get you. Like, real life shit, bro. Like, not on no scary shit, but you know, like, niggas, you know, my uncles and them was, you know, this how they was raised. Like, niggas never been mail workers. Niggas never always been killers, robbers, thieves. You know, the worst of the worst. And raising kids in the bunch. I was one of those kids who didn't go that route, went the music route, but still strategically on fucking niggas up when it comes to some war shit. Like, that's just a part of how, you know what I mean, like, real life, my nigga. Like, when I was about, I don't know, I probably was about 8 years old, a motherfucker tried to, you know, they came over to my house, tried to buy 2 keys from my mother, and the nigga came in, he had the money with him and shit, and she sold him the shit when he was leaving. So motherfuckers ran in the house while he was leaving. Of course, he knew the niggas. They had on some jean masks over their face. Now, I'm asleep, you know what I'm saying? And the jackets come in, and my mother's room was in the back, so they pushed her and her boyfriend and the nigga into the back bathroom. So my mother and her boyfriend, they knew that the nigga had set him up, you feel me? So once the jackets had left, my mother's boyfriend drew down on the nigga and kept him there, called my uncles, you feel me? Because, you know, Google who my uncles is. That's all I'm going to tell niggas. Just go Google who what my DNA is connected to. Anyway, by all this time, I'm up now. I done woke up from the commotion of them screaming. My uncles coming in the house. They got machetes and all kind of guns and shit. They chopped this nigga up alive. Chopped this nigga dick off. I'm talking about tortured him. Put irons all on. Put knives on the fucking stove. Stuck it in this nigga ass. I'm talking about real live Tony Montana gangster shit. Chopped the nigga dick off, nigga. Talking about he don't got no dick right now to this day if he's still alive. He ain't fucked nothing, nigga, since 83. Anyway, you feel me? So what I'm saying is this. Came over that. Niggas had to move. What I'm saying is, this is my environment growing up. Like, you know, and that's just one story. You feel me? So when it comes to violence or protecting yourself, no, I don't sell drugs anymore. I sell music. But I'm just into some other type of sick shit when it comes to protecting myself. Like, that's the only release I can get is to say, okay, this is for my protection. So, you know, while niggas is out doing drive-by for nothing, you feel me? I might take pleasure in doing some other type of shit. I don't know. Just use your imagination. That's all I'm saying. Feel me? Like, it's a different ball game around this motherfucker, bro. I just bought 10 acres around this motherfucker. I don't know if you've seen it, but it's a whole lot of room to bury some niggas. Like, boy, what? Like, around this motherfucker, boy, niggas slaughtering deer and shit now. I can't wait to deer season. Boy, I cannot wait to deer season so I can hit me one of these motherfuckers and skin me myself, nigga, and do all this shit that I wanted to do when I was living in apartments in L.A., nigga. Dream about buying 10 acres. You feel me? What? Just bought 10 acres, nigga, on the Puget Sound with 10 alpacas. This is what I'm saying, what I'm doing with my rap money and the shit that I'm into and the shit that these other niggas into. I don't find them a threat at all. Like, these niggas is child's play. For real.
And that's real. That's definitely real. We know.
Hold up, T-Mass. I want to shoot this to him here.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Because one thing that I learned from the net, and you learn the difference between the net and the streets, is that you also got a lot of people that will really, like, they don't really know do their homework. That's why in the beginning we played that cut that you did with Pac in a way, because now you have a lot of these trolls, they sitting there believing a lot of this stuff. This is where, like he was saying before, when people don't step up and defend Tupac's legacy, they tend to believe anything. So that's why we played the joint in the beginning to let cats know, yo, he knew Pac.
Yeah. That you know what's funny, bro? Like, it's fucked up, but this nigga Yukmouth is the nigga that said that. Like, it's crazy, man, that, you know, Can-Am, the studio where Pac was recording, like, anybody just couldn't walk in there. You don't think that Yuck wanted to walk in there with me and go see Pac, nigga? You don't think he asked a million times, nigga? You don't think Pac said no every time, nigga? He was alive. Yuck was living in L.A. at that time. He was living in L.A. at that time. For sure. We was hanging out. For sure. Edie lived with me. Literally. He lived with me. Not just spent the night or sleep there a couple of weeks. That nigga lived with me. Him and with his son and his girl lived with me. Like, you know what I mean? So, Yuck, out his mouth said, I didn't know Pac. Like, this is what we're talking about, how nowadays all these young kids, you could say some shit, and half the motherfuckers actually believe them, bro, to the point to where now I'm like, bro, I'm not even that petty. Like, I never tried to find a picture of Pac. I was just like, that's crazy. Like, just go listen to the song. But then this one kid was like, yo, bro, I found all this footage of the All Eyes on Me tour. I was like, what? What do you mean you found footage? Like, I've never seen this footage since we went on the tour. Not once. Ever. Nigga. Ever. Here it is. Yuck says that shit. 2018 comes. He says that shit. The kid is like, yeah, I got all the footage to all the shows. And sends me all the footage to all the shows. The first fucking 4 seconds of me watching, boom, I see me sitting right there in the middle of the stage while Pac's doing the set.
Wow.
And this was at the Gun Arena, right?
Yeah, it was at the Gun Arena, so I just took a screenshot, boom, and put the shit on my Instagram and silenced niggas on that. Then I took another one where Pac was like on this tour. It was like built like a street corner or some shit, and they just spray painted like all of our names on this makeshift house or whatever. So when Pac was on that side of the stage with Caution up over him, I took another screenshot of that. So that basically killed the trolls, and then Yukmouth immediately apologized and tried to, start acting like, I mean, that nigga's a bitch, man. I can't stand that. Because we could have really won this. The regime was really on some powerful shit, you know what I mean? We could have won that. But he was so in his feelings, you know what I mean, and trying to battle with the idea, with the fact that my nigga Tech Nine was doing his thing, you feel me, and this nigga got Grammy nominated, platinum shit, and can't even he couldn't keep up. The regime should have been signing the strange music. But no, Yukmouth wants to make fucking accusations hating on Tech Nine, that Tech Nine stole the regime logo, and Tech Nine doesn't want us on tour with him because the merchandise would sell would be too close. I'm like, man, you a fucking idiot. That ain't the reason. Man, listen to me. Yukmouth cannot stand the fact that he ain't the fucking boss. He ain't the boss. Like, that nigga, he don't got more money than me. That nigga ain't buying no property. That nigga still taking pictures of the car that he driving. Little boy shit. Like, nobody care about cars no more. Nigga, like, how much property do you got? Do you have any money in the bank? Nigga, what are you sitting on? What do your motherfucking portfolio look like, nigga? Let me see some shit. Tell me, is your kids straight? Nigga, what your kids looking like? Because now I'm working on my kids' money. And this nigga still beefing with me like, nigga, I'm out of here, nigga. What? I'm out of here. Don't worry about me no more, nigga. You way behind, nigga. You some M's behind now, nigga. And I'm really finna get retarded in 2018. For you niggas that don't know, now I'm really finna spread it like motherfucking coffee. I'm finna stir it like coffee, nigga. Stir it like.
Yeah, I also see that you jumped on I seen how you jumped on the digital wave, and that kind of like reintroduced you into a new legion of fans that haven't really rocked with you, because you came out during the time where a lot of people in the West were silent, aside from a few, but you came out boldly and called out Wack, and a lot of people were like, yo, who this guy? So they went ahead and started looking in your G files. They started looking at your discography, and they were like, yo, okay, this dude, he gets down.
Exactly. So, I want to give a shout-out to Wack 100. You know what I mean? And I also want to give a shout-out to Edie and Noble and them, because it is a known fact that this shit happened in progression. Like, you know what I mean? I was putting out the same music last year, a year and a half ago, and the wave wasn't the same, you know what I mean? Because I wasn't an attention whore. I wasn't going to go out here and do some shit outside of my character, you know what I mean? So, I converted to Islam. I wouldn't even say converted, but it's just that my life got pure, man, and God just started, throwing me everything that I knew was in store for me. It's crazy, but I knew that one day I would have a chance to express myself again on a level that I had with Caution. Now, it's sad that the other two guys ain't around to experience this shit, you feel me? But it is what it is, you know what I mean?
Definitely.
T-Mac, you there?
And also, yeah, I'm here. I was just, you was on the inquisitive, swag. I ain't want to interrupt. But definitely, and of course, in honoring, your Islamic faith, assalamu alaikum, peace unto you. And the fact is, what you said, you were dropping some heavy jewels, because, for our listeners out there, when the beef gets barbecued in L.A., a lot of people don't understand those turf politics in terms of the shot callers, in terms of, and I tell anybody, being from Virginia, but having a healthy and immense respect for the West Coast and studying the West Coast gang culture and street culture, and having people, from L.A., to San Diego to Northern California, you learn a lot, but especially in L.A., there's a heavy street politics. As you said, if there's a problem, that problem just cannot get solved right away depending on who it is. There has to be people who are informed of the situation. It's like the mafia. If you're a made man, nobody can just whack you because they got a problem with you because you're a made man. This has to go through channels.
Well, I mean, you know what? In the last 10 years, that has been reiterated. You know what I mean? To where it is some certain underlying things that's going on. I know definitely in the Crenshaw district. You feel me? To where we have a unity in the Crenshaw district to where our focus is on three things and three things only. Taking care of each other, taking care of the community, which means the kids, and taking care of our family. And with those three things, it brings unity amongst us. Like, nobody, you know, I knew it was going, the underlying fact of what Yukmouth said, I knew it wasn't going to be good. Because, like I said, in the past 10 years, all this shit has been reiterated to the point where, you know, it's rules out here to where niggas is going to look for any reason to show their solidarity. Niggas going to look for any reason to look for somebody who's not in the fold that's doing some shit out of pocket. You know what I mean? And like I said, I might not even know them, but in terms of caution and me not being a newcomer to the city and always being solid, you know what I'm saying, in terms of what I see and what I hear other people speak when my name comes about, I feel like, you know what I mean, it'll be some freedom fighters out there. It'll be some vigilantes out there. It's a lot of niggas who, most of these guys, we don't know them, but they want to know me. You feel me? And if they see you, this is what they do every day. Niggas is going to throw a bottle at you, kick your car, beat you up. I don't know. Like, this is L.A. I can't predict it. But Cat is really on some we love L.A. shit and unity shit. So if you're talking about an L.A. rapper, and you living in L.A. and you from out of town, how do you think that'll work out for you? Like, it's just a matter of time. You know what I mean? Before everybody's not going to want to do a song with you. Everybody's not going to want to be cool with you. Somebody's going to say, this nigga got jewelry on. We want it. Now they looking for a reason to take that shit. Oh, this nigga beefing with Gonzo. Bingo. That's all. I mean, they just looking for a reason. Yeah. This nigga said, fuck it. This nigga said, I'm more of a Crip than you are. What? You know how many Crips was like, first off, this nigga's out of his jurisdiction. Like, why is he saying anything about any type of gangbanging? So now, you know, and then the San Diego shit, it was just a whole onslaught to where I literally had to get on the phone, call my nigga Kenny Kingpin, and say, look, bro, I'm mad at this nigga. I want to put hands on him when I see him, but I don't want this nigga to get hurt because he don't know the severity of what's happening right now behind the scenes. You feel me?
Right.
He's not getting the calls. Like, niggas is not going to, you know, have no love for him and just say, nigga, I'm going to fuck you up and knock you out. And, you know what I mean? But if I knock him out, or when I knock him out, I'm going to make sure the nigga don't hit his head on the ground. I don't, you know, and long story short, I don't want the nigga to die. You feel me? So, fucking around with this LA shit, I can't guarantee that. Niggas is, you feel me, heavy-handed and retarded and ignorant. You feel me? So, I was kind of like hinting to LQ, man, you probably need to talk to this nigga and apologize, because now I had niggas from San Diego calling me who I'd never met before in my life. Blood niggas from San Diego. Like, nigga, what's happening? Like, woo-woo, you feel me? Like, and I'm like, wow, this shit is getting out of control to where, you know, I never will fuck with them, no, you feel me?
And if it's who I think called you, because we might know some of the same people out in San Diego, of course, we never drop dime, you know, on the line, on a live line. You know, but I know I got people out in the Dago, so I think I know who may have given you them calls. And but a lot of people don't understand that there is blue and red flying out in the Dago.
Oh yeah, and I fuck with both sides, bro. Like I fuck with both sides.
And
my mom been staying out there for 25 years, bro. My mom been in Dago for 25 years, so that's even the reason why he even said that. You know what I mean? And man, this shit is just a joke. And long story short, you know what I mean? Long story short, it's a fucking joke that, he just couldn't keep his mouth closed. You know what I'm saying? It's a joke that he brought up and brought all these other people in it who had nothing to do with it. And he's just apologizing about it. You feel me? But whatever.
Well, there's another situation as well that that we were privy to. We will not name this individual that we heard that Yuck had a issue with. We will not say who he is, except he is not in California. But but there was an issue that Yuck and this individual had. But I think when Yuck realized who he was dealing with, that Yuck was content to not say anything about this particular individual. And you probably know who I'm speaking of when I said that. But Yuck, I guess Yuck knew with this particular individual, this was not a good idea to have a problem with him. But
right.
And apparently with this LA situation, because a lot of people have to understand too in terms of the gang culture. From where Yuck is in the Bay, and I know about the Bay. I know about East 22nd, a.k.a. the Murder Deuce. I know about the parks like Mosswood. I know about Hunters Point. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Those are some hard-ass hoods, but they're not necessarily gang-affiliated more than it is. The turf politics in the Bay is about neighborhoods more than anything. It does have some gangs, but it is not. Their turf politics are based on neighborhoods.
Right.
So for Yuck to talk about gangs, in a sense, if he's alluding to what is in the Bay, then that's not accurate when you're dealing with Los Angeles. Northern California and Southern California are totally different in terms of the street of how those things operate in reference to affiliation. Now, both affiliations on either side will hurt you if you run afoul of certain individuals. If nothing for Yuck, I would hope that Yuck can get his, whatever the situation is, because I never wish bad on nobody, I would hope that Yuck understands the severity of this situation. Obviously for a dignified individual such as yourself who is deeply rooted, you can basically let it be known to him in a very polite way that this shit ain't going to be flying too much longer, in terms of the disrespect.
The whole thing is this, bro, on some real shit. This ain't his first infraction.
Okay, so in the words of Charlie Murphy, habitual line stepper.
Exactly. You took the words right out of my mouth, bro. Like, this nigga's a habitual line stepper. You know what I mean? He has been into it with and said slick shit about everybody from Max Dre to E40 to Too Short.
Whoa. Okay. Now, those are three of the legends. And big ups to the great, late, legendary Andre Hicks, who we all know and love as Mac Dre. To take shots at Mac Dre, that's like a big... I'm on the East Coast, and I take offense to him taking shots at Mac Dre, because I'm a big Mac Dre fan.
So, did you recall Yukmouth saying he put Mac Dre on? I'm the reason Mac Dre was popping. I put him on. And he had to come and apologize about that. Now Jay Diggs is saying, Jay Diggs got a problem with him. Huh?
Mac Dre, that's going back to the romper room in the 80s and the 90s. I know their history. And Mac Dre and them boys was for real out there. I mean, the only reason I can say this on the air is because this is known information because, you know, he spent time in prison for it. These dudes were robbing banks. Romper Room was for real. These guys were for real.
Yeah, they were. And this is what I'm saying. So for him to say that is the equivalent of him saying that I don't know Tupac. I was just making a point that he will say anything out of his mouth to justify his point at that moment. You know what I mean? I don't know. But, you know, I appreciate y'all for having me on the show, man. You know what I'm saying? And bringing me back. I can't wait to come back another time. You know what I'm saying? And,
dude, we always enjoy having you. We thank you. We thank you.
Man, I appreciate that, man. And everybody, please go check out my new album on February 27th. Killmatic, you know what I'm saying? Hella dope features. My boy Tech 9 on there. My boy Pacino on there. You know what I'm saying? And a host of other cats. Fats Bossy on there. San Quinn on there. You see what I'm saying? I don't want to forget nobody, man. Y'all just tune in, man, on the 27th, man. It's going to be everywhere. Also, look for that compilation I got coming out. 50 niggas, you feel me?
Yes, we will.
One more thing